the greatest prison is the one you cannot see. In the history of mankind, tyrants used walls, barbed wire, and iron bars to control the masses. But in 2026, the bars are invisible. They are made of lines of code, digital identities, and a web of surveillance that spans the entire globe. You didn't vote for this. You weren't asked for your consent. It was sold to you as convenience. It was sold as security. But today, the convenience has become a collar around your neck. Vantage Insight presents the Global Grid, the blueprint for total control. Let's start with the most basic human right, the right to walk down a street anonymously. That right died in 2025. Today, AI doesn't need to see your face. It identifies you by your gait. The way your hips move, the pressure of your heels, the swing of your arms, all as unique as a fingerprint. Even in total darkness, from 500 meters away, the grid knows it's you. This is Gait Analysis. It is being deployed in every major smart city. You are being checked into a central database the moment you step outside your door. Anonymity is no longer a bug in the system. It has been patched out of existence. But the surveillance has gone even deeper. Literally. NASA has perfected the Jetson laser, a technology that can read your unique heartbeat signature through your clothes from a distance. Your heart has a rhythm that belongs only to you. In cities like New York and London, this technology is being hidden inside smart lampposts. Every heartbeat you take is being recorded. There is no mask for your pulse. There is no disguise for your biology. Your very life force has been turned into a tracking beacon. The first wall of the digital prison is your own body. The second wall of the digital prison is not built with cameras, but with numbers. For centuries, physical cash was the ultimate tool of freedom. It allowed you to transact, move, and live without leaving a trail. But in 2026, the war on cash has entered its final phase. Every coin in your pocket is being replaced by a digital ghost. This is not just about convenience. It is about absolute visibility. When cash dies, your privacy dies with it. Every coffee you buy, every book you read, and every person you support becomes a permanent entry in a centralized ledger. You are no longer a customer. You are a data point in a financial web that you can never escape. Introducing the CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency. Unlike the money you use today, CBDCs are programmable. Imagine money with an expiration date. Imagine money that can only be spent on approved goods. In 2026, your digital wallet is directly linked to your compliance. If your carbon footprint score is too high, or if you shared a disapproved opinion online, the system can remotely pause your ability to spend. You aren't being arrested, you are being economically throttled. Your money is no longer a private asset. It is a permission-based coupon that can be revoked with a single keystroke. This is the integration of your bank account with your behavior. This is the nudge theory in its ultimate form. The system doesn't need to put you in a cell when it can simply lock you out of the economy. By 2026, the transition is seamless. Your digital ID and your digital wallet are one. Without the app, you cannot buy food, you cannot pay rent, and you cannot flee. The programmable dollar is the perfect leash. It ensures that only the compliant can survive in the new world order. As we move deeper into this decade, the question is no longer how much money do you have, but how much permission do you have to spend it. The economic cage is locked, and the key is held by an algorithm. While the world looked at China's social credit system with distant horror, the West was building its own version behind closed doors. In 2026, it has arrived under a new name, ESG Trust Ratings. This is not a government law, it is a corporate alliance. Every time you post an unverified opinion, every time you purchase a high-emission product, and every time you deviate from the social norm, your score is updated in real time. You are being judged by an invisible jury of algorithms. This is privatized tyranny. The state doesn't need to arrest you when your bank, your employer, and your service providers all share the same data. By 2026, a low ESG score means you are effectively filtered out of society. Your job application is automatically rejected by AI. Your interest rates on loans skyrocket. your access to high-speed internet is throttled. You aren't being silenced by a dictator. You are being nudged into obedience by the very companies you rely on for survival. The system rewards the compliant and erases the rebel without ever firing a single bullet. By 2026, this rating system has created a two-tier society. Those who follow the narrative enjoy the perks of the digital utopia, while the untrustworthy are pushed to the fringes. This is the ultimate weapon of the 21st century, the privatization of your rights. When your ability to work, travel, and spend is tied to your social behavior, freedom is no longer a right. It is a temporary privilege granted by the grid. The cage has been closed, and your own data is the lock. The concept sounded like a green paradise. Everything you need: work, food, healthcare, all within a 15-minute walk from your front door. No more long commutes, no more pollution. But by 2026, the beautiful promise of the 15-minute city has revealed its true architecture: geofencing. These are not just neighborhoods, they are administrative sectors. In this new urban model, your movement is no longer a right, it is a tracked and managed data stream. The city has become a container. In 2026, crossing the boundary of your assigned zone without a digital permit is no longer just a violation. It is an automated financial event. Through automatic number plate recognition and your mandatory digital ID, the grid monitors every exit and entry. If you exceed your travel quota, fines are instantly deducted from your CBDC wallet. In some advanced sectors, electric vehicles connected to the central grid are remotely disabled the moment they cross a geofenced border without authorization. The open road, the ultimate symbol of American and European freedom, has been officially closed. The goal is climate compliance, but the result is total containment. By 2026, your mobility is tied to your ESG score. Those with high trust ratings are granted the privilege to travel between zones, while the non-compliant are restricted to their immediate radius. This is the integration of the digital cage with physical geography. We are being herded into high-tech sectors where our world is shrinking to a 15-minute radius, managed by an algorithm that decides where you can go, when you can leave, and who you can meet. The bars are made of GPS coordinates. The final frontier of the global grid is not the world around you, but the world inside you. For thousands of years, the human mind was the only place where true freedom existed, a sanctuary where your secrets, your dreams, and your dissent were safe. But by 2026, the gap between biology and technology has vanished. Through advanced brain-computer interfaces, the grid is no longer just watching what you do. It is beginning to decode what you think. The last wall of privacy has fallen. While Neuralink and other neurotech firms promise to cure paralysis and enhance human memory, the dual-use nature of this technology is terrifying. By 2026, we are entering the era of predictive policing of the mind. Algorithms can now analyze neural patterns to detect emotional spikes, political inclinations, or hostile intent before a single word is spoken. If the state can monitor your reaction to a news broadcast or a political speech in real time, dissent becomes impossible. This is the birth of the thought crime, a world where the algorithm knows you are a rebel before you even realize it yourself. This is the ultimate colonization, the colonization of the human soul. When your internal monologue is no longer private, your identity becomes a product of the grid. In 2026, the integration is complete. You are no longer an observer of the digital prison. You are an integrated node within its network. The prison bars are now inside your skull, made of neurons and binary. Total transparency, total compliance. The silence of the mind is the loudest victory of the New World Order. Is the cage locked? Yes, but every cage has a flaw, and the flaw in the digital prison is you. The grid thrives on one thing: your participation. Every click, every digital payment, and every biometric check-in strengthens the bars. But what happens when you stop feeding the machine? By 2026, a new movement is rising: the Great Disconnect. It is a return to the physical, the local, and the unpredictable. To survive the grid, you must become a ghost in the machine. The resistance of 2026 is not fought with weapons, but with choices. Choosing privacy over convenience. Choosing decentralized communication over monitored platforms. Choosing physical gold and silver over programmable tokens. The power of the human spirit lies in its unpredictability, the one thing an algorithm can never truly model. When you build communities that exist outside the screen, when you trade with your neighbor in silver, and when you protect your thoughts like a fortress, the grid loses its power over you. The prison is only as strong as your connection to it. The choice is yours. 2026 is the year we decide. Are we the masters of our technology, or are we its property? The bars are ready, the warden is watching, but the exit is still open. Disconnect to stay free. Stay informed. Stay anonymous. This is Vantage Insight.